Okay, so we're live, but this is so weird, guys. We are live. I hope that you guys can see me because it was so weird that the earlier one, I wasn't able to see any of your comments. So hopefully, there you go. It was working right now. Sorry about the confusion, guys. This is so weird. I'm gonna have to delete the other one. So just give me a second. I'm gonna delete the other one so that it doesn't confuse everyone else about this live stream, because the other one, somehow the comments wasn't trickling in. So I'm gonna unlist it, and then hopefully people won't get confused, because we're having some technical issues. Hi guys, welcome. Sorry, I'm just gonna make sure that I got this right. Okay, great. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Junior. Moni Mino. Welcome back. So we had a little bit of a difficulty earlier. So let me just make sure that everyone knows that we're on this live stream instead. I'm gonna make sure that we let the other people know. So I'm just gonna post it on my community tab. And that way people know that we are actually doing live stream here, not on the other link. So let me correct that just 1 second. So for those of you who just joined, I bought a brand new webcam. I don't know if you guys are noticing it. It's actually just arrived today, a few hours ago. So I set it up. I hope that it works better than my regular FaceTime camera on my laptop. So this is the Logitech C922, which is the exact same as Kat's one. This one popped up online. It was on back order. So I just ordered it. Hi, Eileen, Tina, Jen. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for the confusion. We had a little bit of an issue earlier with, I don't know why the comments were disabled, but it's working now. So I'm glad, because I definitely wanted to know, definitely wanted to be able to read your comments. So sorry if I'm looking down, because that's where the comments are. Let me just pop you over to this corner. That way I can read your corners way. There we have it. All right. So hi, I Heat Mess. Love your channel. Do I plan on getting the Dior book tote? You know what? I don't have any plans right now, but I would love to get it just because it's so, I don't know, there's just something about it. Normally for a book tote, like for a bag like this that doesn't have coated canvas, you know, it's just like a fabric. There's no lining, there's no pockets. Normally I would not really buy something like that, especially with the price. It's quite expensive, but I really like it. It's really cute. So I really want to check it out in person. So today's video is a get ready with me. We're going to try to keep it to 1 hour, hopefully. If not, we can go a little over, but hopefully not 2 hours. Last time I was starving by the time we ended. All right. So we already started my skincare, because I don't know if probably you know by now that my skin is very dry. So the moment I wash it, I have to apply all my skincare right away. So sorry about that. I won't show the skincare step, but I will talk about the products that I'm using. Hi, Annie. Thank you for joining us. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to update my life's you know what? I need to update my Instagram as well, because I feel like people are going to be confused with my give me just 1 second. Hi, Claire. Give me just 1 second, because I feel like people are going to be confused by the fact that I gave a different link, and it's because I had an issue with the earlier live stream. It wasn't showing any of the comments, and it was saying error loading. So I deleted that, and then I created this new one. So I want to make sure that people know we are here. And I'm just going to change the link to that one. That way we are all on the same page, and hopefully it's not going to be too confusing. All right. Just give me 1 second, guys. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing okay. So just give me 1 second. Delete. And then let me repost it with the correct link. Okay. So like I said earlier, if you just joined and you missed what I was saying, I just bought this webcam, and let me know how it's looking, and let me know if it's clear and everything. Hopefully I positioned it well, and hopefully you guys see me clearly. Is it better than my previous live stream? Because it should be. It should be, because this is a 1080p camera, and it should be a little bit better than the one that comes with the laptop. Sorry. Let me see what you're saying. A heated mess. Which is better, Dior Saddle or 30 Tante Montaigne? I prefer the Tante Montaigne if you're asking me. I don't know if you're asking me or not. Hi, Kat. Thanks for joining. Kat, I got set up the new Logitech. I just received it a few hours ago. Let me know if it looks better. And also, I have mine on a tripod, so hopefully it's better than on my laptop. And I'm trying to position things better so that Annie says, you already look good without makeup. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Yes. So let's continue with our skincare and makeup, because that's the whole point. So like I said earlier, I wanted to make sure that the angle is wider. Yes, that's good. Hopefully it makes sense that it's better, because, you know, the default FaceTime camera on the laptop is not that great anyway, but it did the job. Oh, great. It's really clear. Good, good, good. Good. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, let's keep it at 1 hour. Let me put my hair up. So like I said earlier, I just curled my hair, but I didn't brush it out. I just curled it, and I was waiting for our live stream to go live. And I already put my skincare, because I have extremely dry skin. If I don't put my moisturizer and everything else right after washing, it will just peel off. Like, I literally will have cracks everywhere, because even as of right now, my skin is it still feels super dry. But I'm going to talk about the skincare that I used, and we're going to put my hair up, and then we're going to do our makeup, and then we're going to try to do it within an hour. Hopefully we don't go over too much. Last time we went to 2 hours. It was great. I had a lot of fun, but I was starving at the end. And also my husband, he couldn't wait. He had to eat. So I don't want him to wait too long. Okay, my hair looks like a mess, but whatever. It's just hair. We're gonna fix it up after. I'm gonna remove my necklace just so that we can get ready without having all this banging on the computer and everything. All right, guys. All right, so I'm gonna try to, hi, Janet. Thanks for joining us. I'm gonna try to describe the stuff that I used on my face. So I washed my face this morning, and I use this. So this is the Davida Moroccan Rose Facial. Sorry, this is a toner. I use this. This is the cleanser. So I love Davida for my skin. I used kind of like 2 or 3 brands of skincare, so I'm going to talk about them. Davida is a brand that I've used for a long time. I discovered them a while ago. It's been quite a few years. They are a company in Arizona, and they're very clean. Like, if you read the ingredients, everything you should be able to recognize. So I love their stuff. I love the cleanser, the gel cleanser. This is the Aloe Vera Moisture Cleanser. And I tone right after that. So this toner is great. It's a rose toner, but it also has aloe vera gel, witch hazel, which is basically the acid that kind of combats acne and stuff like that. And then a bunch of other things, glycolic acid. So it does have a few acids in it. So that I feel like this really helps my skin with breakouts, which I'm having a bit right now. I'm going to talk about it. Like I said last time, since the kitchen thing, like our kitchen, we've been so stressed out that even my skin has been going nuts. But another cleanser, well, this is a product that I use only once a week or when I wear makeup. So on days that I wear makeup, when I wash my face, I'll go in with this, which is the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Exfoliator, the anti-aging one. This is something that I received from, I don't know, a company sent me. Which company was it? It was like a box with so many things in it. What's the company again? You know, the monthly box subscription thing that I forget. Anyway, this is the product that was one of the products that was in it, and I used it and I liked it. So I love the fine exfoliating little grainy things. So I use it every time I wear makeup. So I would do this first, and then I'll use the gel cleanser, and then I'll that's how I cleanse my face. I don't really use any oils or anything because the makeup that I wear, you're gonna see, is very lightweight. It washes off with water. Honestly, it's not waterproof at all. I don't powder or anything like that just because I already have dry skin. So that's what I use sometimes. It's not a product that I bought before, but I might repurchase it because I do like it. I feel like it does help with exfoliating. When you have dry skin, it's good to exfoliate, but it's good to also not do it too much. So I only do it on days that I wear makeup, which is really once a week when I film or when I go out. So that's that. Now for moisturizer, I use a few. Recently, I started using this one, which is a local Vancouver brand. It's Karina Organics, the Daily Face Moisturizer. Okay, so I did use that, but one of my favorite ones is actually from this brand called Mad Hippie. So today I use this one instead of this moisturizer because this one has SPF. Sometimes when my skin is really dry, I would do moisturizer first and then SPF. But with this SPF, what I like, I have two SPF actually. So I have this one from Davida, which is the solar, it's not focusing, but it's the solar protective moisturizer SPF 30 mineral SPF, and this is also a mineral SPF. This is by Mad Hippie. And then what I like about this one is that it's a little bit oilier, which is good for my skin because I'm dry, like my skin is dry. This one is also SPF 30 UVA UVB with zinc oxide, and it also has carrot seed oil, avocado oil, and red raspberry seed oil. So it's a little oilier, whereas this one is a little drier. So depending on the skin type, you may want to, or even depending on, like, for example, if I'm in Hawaii, I can use this one because it's so humid and it's so hot. Your skin will literally melt the moment you go out. So I could use this one when I'm in Hawaii, but I still like using this one anyway because right after washing my skin, my face, it starts to get dry. It starts to get tight already. So I don't mind using this. And plus, this is a great primer for me. I know people always ask me what my skincare is, and I don't necessarily recommend these for you because your skin type is different from mine. And also where I live in Canada, we get, in the East Coast, it was much drier because we have heaters, but in Vancouver, it's not so bad, but it still gets a bit dry in the winter. Deborah asked, Amy, will you be putting the links and the name? Yes, I will. So right after this video is over, I'm going to make sure I update all these in the description because right now it just says TBD, which is to be determined. But yes, I will be including all the links to everything I mentioned so you can check it out later. All right, so SPF is that. I also have another toner that I started using and that I like. It's a brand that I started, like I said before, experimenting. Like I just try a couple products at a time. So this is a toner by Evan Healy, and it's the Rose Petal Toner. I do like it a lot. It's very pure. There's only one ingredient, which is rose petals. Only thing is with this whole line, because I have 3 products from this whole line. So I have also the moisturizer, which is the light moisturizer replenishing fluid with argan oil. And this is for all skin type. Only thing is that with this brand, they use a lot of essential oils and it's really obvious. So I don't like that it's so scented. Like this one has a bit of the lavender smell, and lavender is the only smell that I can't really tolerate that much. Like if a little bit is okay, but like if it goes over a certain threshold, then I don't like it. So I'm still using it, but only a little bit on my cheeks because my cheeks don't break out. Right now, I'm having a few breakouts on my forehead. It's like the best time to show you my skincare, I guess, or my makeup, to show you how I cover it. But I really don't. It doesn't bother me. Like it's just temporary. It goes away. Like after this whole stress period is over, and if I get like better sleep, like instead of 3 a.m., then it will go away. And I try not to touch it. So right now it's kind of healing, as you can tell already. The other thing I also have from this brand is the oils. So the oil I actually quite like, but only for the winter when my skin is extra dry, like literally drier than it is already. So this one is the Rosehip treatment facial serum in the blue. So they have a few series. They have the blue, the green, they have the purple, the pink, I think. And each one they're very similar, but they are kind of more targeted to different skins. So blue is for sensitive skin. So from this brand, I guess I like these 2 products the most. The moisturizer and even their creams, I feel like they are too scented because of the essential oils. I don't mind the oil itself. I mix it in with the moisturizer, or sometimes I pat it on my skin after toning, but only in the winter. So I just wanted to mention that because I am trying to finish up this as well, but I probably won't be purchasing this moisturizer just because the scent for me is too much. All right, so, eye cream. Forgot to talk about eye cream. So eye cream, I also use the Davida one. So mainly Davida, Mad Hippie, and then this new brand, Yvonne Healy, are my only 3 brands of skincare that I use. This one I've been using for the longest time. It's not like groundbreaking or anything, but it works well for my skin and it's quite lightweight. I only use a very small, like half a pea size, even less than that, a quarter of a pea size. I mix it in my ring fingers and then I just massage it around my eyes. I like using this right before makeup as well because, again, dry skin and fine lines. So with the eye cream right before applying makeup really helps with the creasing. So it really helps eliminate creasing. That's what I mean. So I like this eye cream. It's just like a moisturizing eye cream. It doesn't really, like I said, it's not groundbreaking or anything, but I don't have many fine lines or I don't have like crow's feet or anything like that. So my main skin issues are, like I said last time, hyperpigmentation. So these are flat. This is, I don't know. Some people, I think it's from lack of sleep because they say that these kinds of freckles appear when your liver is working overtime. And I guess my liver has been working overtime for a long time, for many years. So I have these little spots that they're not the same as like sunspots. Although you could argue that the sun did damage my skin in this regard as well, just because my parents were not aware of sunscreen before. When we were kids, we were swimming outside, playing outside, we never wore sunscreen. So is the toner sticky? No. So I have 2 toners, right? So this one and this one, they're both not sticky, at least not for my skin. Like I said, my skin just drinks this. I spray it on. I can even spray on some right now. I just spray it on and let it dry. Or sometimes I apply my eye cream while it's drying and then I apply my moisturizer. So it's really not it's not sticky at all. I like these toners, and they're, like I said, they're very natural. This is only one ingredient. This one has quite a few, but the ingredients in this one is good for controlling the T-zone, I find, especially because, you know, the time of the month, or like whenever you have stress and then your skin is going a little crazy, it does, I feel like it does help. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it really helps. That's why I keep repurchasing Davida. I really like this brand. It's not the best pump though, even for this one. It's very like, it shoots up like a lot of, you know, water. It's not like a fine mist type of thing, but I don't mind it. I just let it dry anyway. So I go like this. So yeah, and this one smells really good. It's just the rose petal. By the way, I did wash my hands already right before this video. Okay, so that is it for skincare. Really, like I said, I don't really do that much for my skin. Sometimes if I'm not even going out, like if I just stayed at home and I didn't really work out, I didn't really exert myself, I only wash my skin once, like in the morning. It's bad. Like, I don't know if it's bad, but like, my skin is already clean. I don't want it to dry it any further. Then I really don't do much. The less I do, I find, and the less I do, like the less I touch it, the less I do anything to it, the more it heals, the more it does its job. Thank you so much. Yeah, like my skin, I have issues, but they're not huge. And like I said, these are just temporary. Like these little pimples, they're already drying out. I started getting them, like I said, when the kitchen was going crazy, and it's just stress. So most of the time I get a few breakouts here. It's always the same spot also, like this one right here, always comes back every month. Sometimes I get it around here, but never on my cheeks. I never really have that issue. So okay, makeup wise, by the way, I don't know if any of you would be interested, but I used one of these acne stickers on that one here yesterday, because I did pop it. You're not supposed to, but I popped it. And when you pop a pimple, and only if you can, don't pop everything. And I don't even recommend popping, but you know, sometimes you can't help it. So I did pop it, and I just stuck one of these acne sticker on it. So I slept through the night, and then the next day, you're going to see a bit of white on the sticker. So like all the, you know, the remaining fat, not fat, but like the, you know, the remaining acne stuff does get absorbed onto this sheet, and it heals a lot faster. So I highly recommend it. It's sold on Amazon as well, but I buy mine from Hong Kong. Whenever my mom goes to Hong Kong, I ask her to pick it up from Sasa. So this is the NEXCARE one. I really like it. It's a sign of youth. I guess so. And it's also like, you know, it's just a sign that you're having some stress in your life, and that, you know, you need to take care of it, and that you really need to look after yourself too. So I think it happens at any age. To be honest, I want to say I had less acne, not even acne, zits, I guess. Yeah, it's not really acne because it's not the inflammation type. I had like zits. I've had more zits now than during my adolescence. Like I literally my skin was clear all the time before. Like I said, I'm really lucky. Very, very lucky. Yeah, stress, exactly. Stress does it. Stress is the number one, and hormonal. So the first thing that I do when I apply makeup is my foundation. So like I already told you, this foundation is very lightweight. Everything I use, they're mostly either very natural or just like very clean, and very like, most people won't even buy them. Like this foundation, a lot of people probably won't like because it's so lightweight. It's almost like just a wash of color, but it's very sheer. Like you'll still see these freckles, but it's just, you know, it just evens out the whole face. So I like it a lot. Nue says, any aging tips? You mean anti-aging, right? Anti-aging? Sleep. Honestly, I feel like skincare and makeup is great. They're tools for you to externally take care of yourself and also to temporarily put on, you know, just a nicer, more youthful and enhancing your best features with makeup. But at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself internally. So sleep, diet, getting enough water, hydration. What else? Controlling your stress, and stress can be from any forms. Like sometimes you don't think that you're stressed, but you are actually stressed. So like if you keep thinking about an issue, or if you're like a worrier, I used to worry a lot and I still worry a lot, but like I'm a lot better now. I let go. I learned to let go so much. Holiday. Kat says holiday. Yeah, I need a holiday. We all need a holiday from this pandemic, stay home. But yes, it's like you really have to take care of yourself internally and it will show up externally. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, and it, whenever there's something going on internally, it will show up on your skin. So that's the best anti-aging tip I can give you, because there are so many, you know, marketing skincare, like there's so many products that you can buy that are super expensive. You can get facials, you can get this and that. They all help, obviously, they're all great. But ultimately, if you want to be able to manage it more sustainably and not always have to fork out hundreds of dollars for treatments and for like really expensive skincare, you have to take care of it internally, your body, your health, everything internally. And I think obviously like your genes and everything does matter. I guess like some people do get, you know, those inflammatory acnes, and I feel so bad for people like that. It has a bit of internal issue, like they're overactive, like Kat was saying in her last live stream. My brothers also had acne, but even though my brother did have acne, it's not super. They had it for like a few years and then it was gone. Like, yeah, I think we're lucky that way. Like both my mom and dad, they have normal skin. My mom has dry skin, so I think I got it from her. And probably, I don't know. Our youth was relatively, you know, like hormonal wise, it was relatively stable. Like I didn't have any skin issues when I was in my youth. Deborah says worry is a debt department that may never be due, so don't worry. It won't change the outcome. Yeah, anyway, stress is like the biggest. Hi JJ, hi Chua. Thanks for joining us. So anyway, I pumped a few, just like a small, very small amount. Like I really don't use that much, but if I need more, I'm gonna pump a little bit more. So sorry, this is the Safo. This is my Safo new paradigm, and I used it in the shade number 4, but they since changed the packaging already. I think I'm Rachel, so I will link it down below. So what I do is I just pump a little bit on at the back of my hand, and I just spread. Seriously, like I said, it's so lightweight. It literally feels like tinted moisturizer, and this is all I do. And all I want to do on my skin anyway, for me, is to just even out, because I have a bit of hyperpigmentation from the freckles. So I just want to even out. Oh, thank you, Nue. Oh my goodness. Is that a super chat? Like, I don't even know what that is, but I'm going to assume it's the super chat. Happy Friday. Hi, Michelle. Happy Friday. But yes, so I just dot a few dots on my face. Mainly here, I need to even out like all the recent little zits, and then just here. And then sometimes I get like this recurring zit, but right now it's flat. It's already healed, but sometimes I get it there. So I'm gonna, when I mix it, I'm just gonna go over. You really don't need a lot. In my case anyway, I like to just put a sheer layer. And that's only when I film and when I see my friends, because normally like I said, I don't wear makeup. I prefer to let my skin breathe. It really does help, in my opinion. Okay, and when I say I don't wear makeup, I mean I still wear a few things. Like I wear concealer right below just to kind of wake up and brighten your face. So just a bit of concealer right underneath the eyes. If there is a really big problem area, then I'll spot treat as well. But these ones, I'll probably just leave it alone if I were to, you know, have very minimal makeup, just because I don't want to make it any worse. So I will probably just leave this alone. I'll just put a little bit of concealer under the eye. I'll curl my lashes, and then I'll put on blush and a lip balm, and I'm good to go. So that's what I mean by like no makeup. I still put a couple of things, but it's not a lot, and it already automatically brightens up your whole complexion. But if I want to do more, this is me doing more. So I just mix it up with this brush. I don't even remember what this brush is called. I should have brought a mirror because I'm literally just looking at my laptop. So hopefully I'm doing it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab a mirror. Where's my mirror? I have a mirror somewhere. I'm gonna grab a mirror, make sure that I'm doing it uniformly, because I want to make sure that I get all of the spots. But yeah, that's all I do. Like, as you can see, like this side, it evened it out, but it doesn't completely hide everything. And you don't really need to, because I don't know. I don't believe that anybody really has flawless skin, because everybody has stress. Eventually they'll have something on their skin that shows up. So you just got to do a little bit to enhance your features. So when I want to do more to my skin, I put like right now, I put a layer of sheer foundation just to even it out. It does make a difference. Like at the end, especially, it will make all the difference. And also because it's so sheer, you don't even feel like you have like a thick, cakey layer of things on your skin. And I find that, because I tried many foundations before I landed on this one. I find that most foundations are so thick, or either they're too watery or they're too thick. Like the watery ones just don't even blend very well on my skin, because I have such dry skin. It just hangs on to like the edges of the dry skin. I don't know if you know what I mean. And then the thick one just makes me feel so heavy on the skin. It just makes no sense. This one I really like because, first of all, it doesn't break me out. Like I find that the conventional ones, they just break me out so bad. There was a MAC one that I tried a while ago. I think it was a powder foundation. Oh my goodness. It gave me so many milia things. Like milia is like a kind of breakout that's not really inflammatory, but you can't really pop it out either, because it almost feels like it's it's like a little bump, but that bump is like it's like part of your skin. Like it's so it was so bad. Like it gave me so many little spots, little milia like bumps. It took forever for my skin to go back to normal. So I don't buy those things anymore. And I have kind of sensitive skin too, but that's why I feel like the less I do, the better it actually is. So as you can see, I didn't even put that much. You saw how much foundation I had on the back of my hand, right? And I just mixed. It literally gave me, hi, Christina. It literally gave me like a blank, like a, do you want it, Kat? I'm going to send it to you because you probably can't find it. Or you may be able to find it, but it's very specific. And I hope you will like it. Maybe you can just wear it on days that you don't really care and that you can just have like a very sheer layer. It's so good. It does oxidize though. That's why it looks very pale right now, but I only put a little bit. It will kind of oxidize and become more my skin tone. How long does it last? It lasts the entire day for me. I don't powder, but you can powder. I don't powder because I have dry skin. When I powder, it just makes me look old and like you'll see all the fine lines. But it lasts a whole day, and it's called, I'm gonna link it down below. So the company is from Vancouver. She's a makeup artist that created this line for public personalities that are sick and tired of wearing all these chemicals on their face. So she created this line, and her company is called Sappho New Paradigm. It's already linked in my description anyway. You can even look it up right now because it's right there. And I use the shade number 4, although they have since changed their shade names already. So I think right now I'm Rachel. But this will last me for 2 years, because I was saying to Kat last time in my, was it last time or the first live stream? I think it was my first live stream. Because I only wear it very occasionally. Like I said, once a week, maybe twice if I, foundation is very slightly become less white. Yes, like it will oxidize a little bit. So this does oxidize. So I feel like once you, at the end, like when I'm done with this whole makeup thing, you're gonna see that it's basically how I look like on all my other videos. It will oxidize slightly. How did I get rid of the Mila? I just don't touch my, I let time pass. Time healed my skin. I just stopped using the product, and I just kept you know, my regular skin routine. It just, over time, it just takes care of it. I feel like sometimes, you know, when you have, you know, things on your skin, and if you constantly, you know, poke them, if you constantly try to get rid of them, if you constantly apply all kinds of things to get to them, it will help. But like the more, if you do it too much, it also stresses your skin. So for me, I just left it alone. It took a few months to really get rid of it. Like these ones, it will take it'll take a couple weeks, but I'm trying to leave it alone. And even when I film, like even right now, as I'm applying this, I won't conceal it any further. Like maybe like the really red ones, but right now I'm just looking at my computer. It looks fine. But it's just, I just leave it alone. That's how I just let my skin heal. Like your body can heal. Your body is so amazing. It does so much for you, but you have to not think about it too much. Like take care of yourself like normal, but don't do too much, because then you're going to be stressed out, and then your skin's going to be stressed out. So that's how I take care of it. New says, do you just use concealer for days you go on? Yes, exactly. So like I said, normally I don't wear foundation, and I don't even bother with lashes. I don't bother with mascara. I just wear a bit of concealer under my eyes just to brighten the area up, because it does wake your eyes up. And then I will curl my lashes so that they will just look a little bit more fluffy. Blush, for me, blush will make a whole lot of difference. It just gives me life. Lip balm, that's it. On days, like on normal days that I'm not really hanging out with, you know, my girlfriends, and if I'm not going to like some sort of event, like evening out, that's all I do. I really don't do much. When I film, this is what I do. I'm showing you exactly what I do when I film. So I just did my foundation. Now let's go to concealer. This is the concealer that I use. I know that they've discontinued this, and I don't know why they did that, because this lasts forever, at least for me, because it's so creamy. It's so, you only literally need like a tiny, like a tiny little, I want to say like the size of your nail. Like it's so little. I only use a little bit, because like I said, I only use it underneath my eyes and to spot conceal. So let me get my brush. Sometimes I use my hands, but I'm going to use my brush this time. And I'm going to put a little bit at the back of the cover. Where is it? Okay. So this is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I think they discontinued this already, but I don't know if the new one that they came out with is the same formula. I'm not sure, but I'll still try to link it. I really like this one. I don't know why they looking at the comments, I had a hard time reading the description. No, don't worry about it, because I'm going to be like in the section below that is called mention. I'm going to be updating the TBD to like all the stuff that I mentioned. So I usually put a little bit at the back of a little container. I was just using this container, and then I use a brush. Or sometimes if I'm really lazy, then I'll put it directly on my eye. But like I said, you need so little. That's why I prefer putting it at the back of something and then just use that. Yeah, I know. Why do they discontinue like great formulas, great products? This will last for years. I still have a lot left. That is probably is gonna last me for another year. But after that, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to find another concealer. It's so sad. Anyway, so I'm just gonna use my brush, and I need a mirror. Hold on a second, guys. I need a mirror because I'm looking at my computer, but it's so fuzzy. It's not good enough. Let me see. Where's my mirror? Okay, got the mirror. Sorry, I just moved the thing. Okay, which side? I think this side. JJ says, I'm watching some YouTubers' videos, noticed that saw everyone's wearing Mim Annalise. I know. Kat just bought 2 pairs, and then I was like, oh, wait, I should wear mine too. Okay, so I put a little bit of concealer at the back of a little container thing, and then I just grabbed a little bit on my brush, and literally, like, my eyes, there's not really, like, there's no bags or anything, but I just put a little bit there just to kind of wake them up a little bit. So can you see me? Like, I think you can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. It's so sheer. I mean, I don't put that much. I don't know. Can you see? Do you even see it? You don't even see it. This camera doesn't pick up all the details, but it's already the better webcam. But I literally just go like this, and then I blend it with my fingers. I don't go too close to my eyes because then it looks weird, and then it really settles into your fine lines. I have fine lines, but it's just not. It's not super. It's not super bad yet. So, but still, you don't want it to settle into your fine lines because then you're gonna look older than you are. So I just kind of mix it in like that. And by the way, my way of doing makeup is totally not even the right way. I was totally a noob. I think if you watch my videos, my first couple years, I literally did not wear makeup on my first couple years videos. All I did is, like I said, concealer here, blush here and there, and then mascara. And a lot of people didn't mind, but then, you get the ones that are like, why don't you do something to your brows? Why don't you do something to your eyes or whatever? Like, they're always, making ways to criticize you. So over time, and I also wanted to like learn myself. So over time, I learned to do what works for me, which is, I still put on something, but it's still minimal, and it works for me, and I like how it is, and it's easy. It's not super complicated, and I don't feel like it's breaking me out. So that's what I do. My under eyes are so smooth. Yeah, I don't really have that much under eyes. Although I have to tell you, when I have been a night owl for my whole life. And before, I used to be able to like not sleep that much, like literally only sleep like 5-6 hours, and I wake up refreshed, like as if I slept many, many hours. Now I have to sleep a lot more. So I obviously wake up a lot later because I sleep very late. And I get under eyes, but they're still flat. It's just that there's some colors on it. Before, no color, nothing. Like literally, I can do so much, like 20 years ago. Yes, you definitely need to sleep more, and sleep is good. Like, you don't have to oversleep, but get enough sleep to the point where your body knows how to wake up naturally and feel great and energized. But yeah. Haters gonna hate. You're right. That is right. So I don't think you're gonna see it on camera, but I'm gonna spot treat a little bit, just like you see, like just the very the ones that are obviously a different color, but the ones that kind of don't look that bad, I don't even bother. Like I don't even know if I want to bother with this one because I don't want to touch it. So maybe I won't bother with it because no one even sees it after your hair is down. No one's gonna see it. I had a little zit right here a few weeks ago, and it's already healed. It's flat now, but there's a little bit of a, you know, the hyperpigmentation that needs to go away after a while. And then you see this one? So this one is also, it's already healed, but there's a bit of color, like a hyperpigmentation there. So I'm just gonna put a little bit there. And then I just use the rest that's on my brush and I put it like around my nose. I'm gonna blend it with my fingers after. But it's literally like, it's not very much. I literally just put like a very thin veil, like a very thin layer. Because for me, I feel because with dry skin, the more you put on it, the more it settles onto the cracks of your dry skin or on the flaky parts. You just don't want that. So the less you put, the better it is, at least for me. So I'm gonna blend it all in with my fingers. And then even the freckles, you still see it, but I don't care. Like I'll put blush on top of it. You can kind of see it. There's a bit of a shadow on it, but that's okay. I really don't mind that. A Kong 321 says, I recently started playing with makeup. I'm 39. Exactly. I never used to wear makeup before and I never really cared. And I guess I never really needed it, but because I'm filming and also, you know, I did want to at least know how to do it, at least for my face. So I literally started learning it properly, like proper for me, ever since I started my channel, you know, from feedback and from just myself wanting to better myself. So this is just for me. But, so yeah, so I'm just using my fourth finger, my ring finger to pat it down. This concealer is so creamy. There's enough coverage for what I need anyway. And it doesn't dry weird. Like you can leave it on your face for a while because it's so creamy and so oily, which I like because it suits my skin. You can leave it for a while before patting it in. It won't streak. It won't do anything weird. That's why I like it a lot. And I don't know why they discontinued it. I hope it's just a new packaging. But I also like this packaging a lot because this packaging, you can control how much you squeeze out. Like I said, you literally need so little. Like I'm trying to be, see, so little. Can you see it? So little that it lasts forever. But anyway, that's the Tarte one. So I'm just blending it in so that the edges blends in with the rest of my skin. Sometimes I like using my fingers too. Like I just do a patting motion so that it doesn't disappear, you know? Like the product is still there. And then with my forehead, like all the spots, I'm just gonna also lightly pat it in. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. Like, I don't know. You guys don't even see it anyway, because like you're seeing me through a camera. And even in real life, I don't know, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think that's it. I just kind of spot conceal the really red spots. And then I guess I'll use the rest of my finger and then I'll kind of pat it on here. I didn't want to put like a lot on there, so yeah, that's what you get. So you can still see a shadow, but It's okay. I'll just leave it alone because I want my skin to heal. Junior says freckles are cute. You're embracing yours now. You should. I've had these freckles for the longest time because I've been a night owl for the longest time. It never really bothered me. And I guess the last few years I did noticing them become darker. Like they're still the same freckles, but they did become a slight, like a shade darker, I guess. So I just need, like I said, just that one sheer layer of foundation to kind of even out my skin. And like if you look at me right now, like I could go out like this, I suppose, but I want to put some color on my hand, on my. Hi, Karen. Are you the same? Oh, because you know what? You have the exact same name as my sister-in-law. So I don't know if you're my sister-in-law or if you're not. You're probably not my sister-in-law. She doesn't really watch my live stream. But you have the exact same name as her. It's funny. Green tea bags. Yes, I read that green tea bags really help with like eye bags and breakouts too. So I might try that. Except that right now, like all the stuff in our kitchen are in boxes, so I'll have to find it. I don't know where they are. So okay, concealer's done. What I do next is I actually put mascara because I want my mascara to dry while I do powder, like blush and contour, and then I'll put on my lashes and also my my brows. So I put on mascara first, and I use this one. This one is not natural or anything. You can find it at the drugstore, but I like it because it's a fiber mascara. There's a primer and there's the regular, and there's the fiber mascara and there's the primer. If I only wear mascara and no false lashes, then I'll wear the primer. But if I'm gonna wear the false lashes, I'm just gonna use the fiber part. I like this one a lot, even though it does have, oh my gosh, it does have paraben. It's already 1 hour. Oh my gosh, we have to go overtime. I like the fiber mascara because it washes off with warm water. So literally, I just jump in the shower, I wash my face, and then I just wiggle my lashes. So the fiber of this, and it will just wash off. I don't need a makeup remover. I don't have makeup removers. I literally rely on these things that I just showed you earlier to wash my face. Because like I said, all these products that I'm using, they wash off very easily. Yes, I do use sunscreen. I talked about it at the beginning. So this is the sunscreen that I like, the Mad Hippie Mineral Sunscreen. I also like this one. This one is on the drier side, so it's good for when it's like the summer, for example. So this is the Davida, and then the other one is Mad Hippie. I'm gonna be listing all that in the description section. So let me go ahead and apply. Oh, you are my sister-in-law. Hi, is Kaden watching? Hello, Kaden. I was just FaceTiming with my nephew yesterday. He was so cute. And he is like so intelligent. He grew up so much. I miss him so much. I haven't seen him in forever. Since December. I miss him so much. Sorry, I'm being auntie, like I just made auntie voice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my it's so hard to get ready in front of a camera because you're not in front of your regular setup. So I'm just gonna put a layer of this mascara, and you don't really need to be super exact because I'm gonna put lashes on top of it, but I do want to have a layer of mascara so that my lashes are a little bit I want to say tacky, but it's not super tacky. It's just a little bit more, there's a bit more texture for your magnets to hold onto your lashes later. So you're gonna see. And I don't need to curl it either, just because I'm gonna put false lashes on top of it, so I don't really need to do that. But if I were to only wear mascara, then I'll curl it after as well, because you know, with Asian lashes, they point down. So I do curl them after, but not today, because today we're gonna put on those false lashes. And speaking of, how am I gonna do it on camera? Because like, how am I gonna do it in front of this webcam? I don't know, because I need a mirror really close to me. I'm gonna figure it out, but anyway, I already linked like last time when Deborah asked me, I already linked to the video that I showed how I wore my false lashes. So you can also watch that up close, because I don't think this webcam is going to capture the details that I want. Okay. See, like even with this, I don't know if you can tell, even with this mascara, because it's a fiber mascara, it really lengthens, even without the primer. With the primer, it's going to be even better. But I really like this mascara. This is the only thing that I use that has paraben. It is what it is. At least it's not touching the skin. It's on my lashes, and I washed it off at the end of the day. Oh, I also put a layer on the bottom lashes just because when you have such full lashes on top, you want your bottom lashes to match the top. So I do put a layer on the bottom as well. So I just go back and forth, and can you see it? Can you see? Making weird faces. I know the Clinique. So Christina says she loves the Clinique bottom lash one. It's worth it. I used to use the Clinique when I first discovered fiber mascaras. It was the Clinique one, the black bottle. That one is so good. Except that that one, it because I was buying that one before and I was using that one before and I loved it because the brush is so thin as well. It's so easy for like short lashes. I still like that one, except that that one is like double the price of this. And like I said, I don't wear makeup often, not even mascara. So it dries out after a while. So I'd rather buy something that it'll go bad eventually. Like they both go bad as in they expire and dry up this at the same time anyway. So I'd rather buy something cheaper that, you know, I don't use all that much. Chanel mascara is good. You know what? I know Chanel mascara is good, but which one though? Deborah says, Amy, I was able to get my lashes on one eye. I need to cut them, but not sure should I cut them close to the end of the third magnet or closer to the fourth. You want to let me show you, okay? Because you want to cut it where the magnet is still, because you don't want to cut. How do I say it? Because you don't want it to be flapping around, you know what I mean? So you want at least the end of your lashes to still be on your lashes so that they don't flap around. Does it make sense? I'm gonna finish my lashes first because it's gonna dry up. This is such a bad job, but anyway, it's drying up. Like for me, there's only 4 magnets, right? On the if there's only 4 magnets, I will cut it closer to the third one, but still keep the third one. That's what I do, but I don't know. Because if you cut it in the middle, it'll be flapping around. I don't know how, like, how would you? Anyway, I'll show you later. The pots and pans outside. It's 7 o'clock. You know, it's 7 o'clock when there's pots and pan sound outside. Oh my gosh, I did such a bad job on this eye because it dried up and everything. But okay, we'll forget about it because you see? It's so clumped up, but it's okay. I'll fix it later. Yes, go healthcare workers. Okay, so that's it for the mascara. We'll let the mascara dry while we apply back some color on the face. So I hit pan on these 2 things already, but I want to use it all up before I use my new one because I have a new palette. It's the Whaley palette. She had a collab with is it Pixie? No, she had recently she had a collab with Physicians Formula, and it's a palette with 6 powder. So there's a highlighter, blush, and contour. And I want to use it, but I want to finish up this first. So I'm not going to open that one up yet. Okay, so I'm going to contour, or I don't know, just put some shadow on your face. So this is the one that I use. I don't even know if it still exists. Cargo. And it's in the shade medium. Actually, I know it still exists, but I don't know if it's the same packaging because I actually got mine as a gift. This is like, you know, one of those generous sample gifts that you get when you buy a bunch of things. And I can't remember what I bought because it's been a long time. I know, I'm bad like that way. Yes, at 7 p.m. babe, in Canada. I don't know if it's all over Canada, but in BC anyway, in Vancouver, people make noise to basically give thanks to the healthcare workers. And, you know, not just healthcare workers, you know, like admin people, like anybody who is still out there, frontline, and yeah, basically. So I just use a bit of the bronzer powder. It's not even a contour. It's just a bronzer powder. And I want to add a bit more dimensions back to the face just because I lost it. So I go from like the top of the ear and then I go up to like the end of the eye. So I just go around like that. Can you see? You can kind of, do you see a difference? I think you do. So that's one side. Oh, 8 p.m. in Singapore, cool. Yeah, it must be different for different cities and different countries. I don't know at what time they do it over in Quebec. I know postmen, like the Canada Post, they will also stop their trucks and start pushing on their horns, you know, for the same reason. And I don't know if they do it here though. Only for Mondays. Here it's actually every day. They do it every day at 7. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. I don't know why, but when I do this, I try to be as exact as I can, but sometimes they don't match, so I just kind of blend it in after. Plus, it's just to add back color. It almost acts as a blush almost, but it also gives a bit more dimension to your face just because the foundation really, it kind of just made you one dimension, made you one color. So yeah. You don't really see a lot of it, but it's there. And then with the rest, whatever is on the brush, I just do the edge of my face just so that you see my jaw. I really like people who have like strong jaws. Like, you know, it looks like it's cut. It's cut. I didn't use any powder. No, I don't powder my face, babe, because my skin is so dry. When I powder my face, it makes it look so old and wrinkly. Like it settles in the fine lines. But I think for you, it's different because you live in Singapore. So like the moment you step outside, it's going to melt. So you need to powder. It's just like when I go to Hawaii, I have to powder a little bit, at least the T-zone, because it's so hot. It will just melt down, right? So, but in Canada, I don't powder because you don't need to. At least not for my skin anyway. I'm not saying for everybody, but like for me, I don't need to. Okay, so normally I would also go around my forehead, but because of the breakout and also my hair will be down anyway, I don't want to do it. I don't want to add extra stuff to my forehead, but normally I will go around just like here, just like with the remainder of my brush. Like literally there's nothing right now, but normally I might add a bit more powder and go around my forehead as well. So that's that, the bronzer. Actually, there's one more step. I don't always do it, but I like to contour my nose with it. So I'm actually gonna do it today. So, because I think on camera, especially after that foundation, it makes your face all one dimension and it makes my nose even flatter than it is. So I'm gonna add back a little bit of shadow. And I just used the edge of this brush. This is an e.l.f. brush that costs $6. So it's actually really a good brush, except that the quality is not so good. Like the handle is almost about to come off. But I just put a bit on the edge. I don't know if you can see. And then I'll go and just add a bit more dimensions to my nose. So I just go, can you see? I'm going to try to, like this. I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to blend it, obviously. So I go down. Do you see it? There's a shadow, right? So I'm going to basically add back that dimension. And I use the same powder, which is the bronzer, but it doesn't matter because I kind of blend it. Like I'm blending it right now. I'm blending it to the side of my nose just so that it, you see it? You don't even see it anymore because I blended it, but it makes a difference, especially in person. So I'm going to do the other side. I just use the edge of the brush and I do the other side. I'm going to try to do it in front of you. Can you see it? And like I said, my technique is not really a technique. It's just what works for me. I kind of like pick up tricks here and there. Like I watch a bunch of YouTubers and typically they are YouTubers that look like me. So usually Asian and usually people who have monolids and people who have very fair skin. So like a lot of Korean YouTubers. I also watch Whaley when she does her makeup, and that's how I kind of pick up tricks here and there, but I don't even do the whole thing. Like I tried getting into shadows, but I find with dry skin with dry skin, the shadows, again, it settles into fine lines. And when I wash it, I don't know. I feel like the more eyeshadow I put, the more it ages my eyes because every time you remove it, you're pulling on your skin, the powder really settles on my skin anyway because it's dry. So I don't even bother. I don't bother with the powder on. I don't even bother with eyeshadow anymore unless I have a wedding to go to. Then I'll do it once, but that's only like once a year. That's not even that much. That's why I don't bother with powder on the lids anymore because it ages me. That's those are my skin issues. I don't have glass skin, Cat. I wish I did. It looks like glass skin on camera, and that's all I can ask for. Okay, so next I have blush, and I use the Tarte one. This is called Party, and it's the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. This also was a gift, and I hit pan, but I want to finish it. I want to finish it to the point where like I can't grab any more products. Then I'll use my new palette. I know I miss going to weddings and dressing up too, although I do dress up during my videos, so at least there's that hope. But yeah, anyway, so I put blush on top of my, like what I just did, like the contour. So I go a bit more in, but not all the way in. So I still kind of try to, I try to stop like in the middle of the eye. So just kind of like that. And usually I have to be a little bit more heavy-handed with blush because with all the lighting, it washes me off. Like even right now, you can't even see it, but I see it in person. Like I have a lot of blush on, but with the lighting, it really washes it off. So I am a bit more heavy-handed when I do it for the camera. When I do it in real life, I don't have to put as much. But in these lightings, like all these bright lights, it washes you off even more. That's why my skin looks better than it is. But you kind of have to go a bit more heavy-handed when you film. And I think when you take photographs too. Yes, this is Real Technique. Multitask Cheeks brush. I love this brush. Real Technique is really good. Like I have a set of their brush And their brushes are so, like, you can wash them. The handles don't come off. They're so good quality, and they're actually so well priced. I'm really impressed with their products. So yeah, I like them. So you see, I have a lot of blush on, but I don't know, you can't see it on camera, but I have a lot on because you have to be a bit more heavy-handed. So that's what I do. Sometimes I even, like, if there's any left, I can just go around my face again, just because I only use the remainder of it on the edges of my face, and that's it. That's it for powder. I'm gonna do my brows now. So I have this. This is also local from Shoppers. So this is a Shoppers brand, Kuo, and this is my brow powder that I use. But basically any powder that looks a shade lighter than your own brows, if you have black hair, is good. If you have blonde hair, then you should go a shade darker, which probably is the same shade as this. So I'm going to show you. I use this one. So I use this one. You see I hit pan already. So I use this one on most of my brow, and then I use this one on the tail end of my brow. I don't even touch this one. This is just like a wax. See, I never touched it. And this is super dirty, I know, but I actually do use the stencil because with my brow shape, I don't know if you can tell, the way they grow is slightly different. So like on this side, the hair grows more here and it starts later, whereas on this side, the hair grows earlier. It's more uniform on this side, but this side, it kind of starts a bit later. But I have hair here, it's just very sparse and you cannot tell on camera. But so I do use the stencil to help guide the shape, and then I'll finish it up with by hand. So I just use whatever is in there. I grab this little brush that's in there, the angle brush, and I grab a bunch of that powder, that first one. So as long as you have like a brown shade like this, it's kind of like a taupey brown. I find that it works for me. And whoa, this is gonna be hard. How I'm gonna do this? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try to put this on here because this setup is very ghetto. I hope that you can still see it. Oh my gosh, this is hard. I hope I don't mess it up because so you have to find a stencil that works for your brows. So see, this stencil kind of is the same shape, angle, and everything as my brow. So I will fill it in, but I don't start at the beginning as hard. I'll fill it in from like more like here first, where because my brows, like I said, the hair don't grow the same density everywhere. So I have to kind of fix. So with this brow, I have to fix more like the top here and less here because my brow starts growing from here already. So I don't have to put as much powder there. So you see? So I have this shape already, and it's gonna look the same as this side because I'm using a stencil, but I'll fill it in after. Like I'll fill in the tail after. So I use the same one, same thing, put it on this side, and then I'm gonna grab more powder. By the way, I used to never do my brows because I don't know how. And I think for the first few times I did it with pencil and it was terrible, especially because I was using a pencil that's too dark color. It just made me look angry. So this is the best way that I figured for myself that works. All right, let's try to do it symmetrically because my brows don't see this one. There's less hair here and there's more hair here. So I have to fill in more here and a little bit here. And then this one is okay. But yeah, I still start from here though, because I want to make sure that the color is there. I hope you can see me because it's kind of hard with this setup. Yeah, it's so easy, Kat. That's what I do. Because I already have enough brow hair. Like normally I don't even have to do my brows, but on camera and also on pictures, the flash and also the bright lights, it really washes them off. So people don't think that I have brows on me, but I do. But it's just that in person you see them, but in on camera with all the flashes and everything, it just goes away. So you see, it's already like the shape is already there. Sometimes I also kind of like buff here so that it doesn't. I'm gonna fix it, but anyway. So I have the general shape right now, and I'm gonna do the tail end right now. So I grabbed this other color that's a little darker, and I just finish off the tail. Hopefully I can show you closer. Okay. Hope you see it. All right, let's try the other side. And then sometimes I kind of use my finger to like remove excess powder or to kind of smooth it out, but I'm just gonna do the general shape first. But this is pretty much all I do. Do you see it? You see it? Also, my brow, this brow is shorter than this one. So I have to drag it a little bit more, but then not too much because then it'll look so unnatural. You see it? Clean it up a little bit. You see it? Sometimes I kind of clean up the front with my fingers because otherwise it looks too angry when it's too close together, when it's too like too close or too dark. So I kind of just clean it up with my fingers a little bit. There you go. My brows are there. Add to cart is coming strong tonight. Your brows are gorge. Oh, thank you. What add to cart? What are you guys are talking about? I've never considered a stencil. Yeah, it's okay. So you have to find a stencil that really matches your brows. So this kit here, it comes with how many stencils did it come with? 3 stencils. So of the 3, this is the one that I kept using because the other 2, obviously, I think the other 2 was too short or too thin. Because my brows they have a certain width. I mean, I do shape them, I do pluck them, but they still have a certain width. So this is the one that really fits my eye. So you have to find the stencil that works for you. Once you find the perfect one, I mean, you just need to find a powder, like a color that works for you as well. So anything kind of brownish, but not super, like you don't want to go too dark. Like you definitely want a shade lighter than your own hair if you have dark hair. And the reverse if you have blonde hair. Then you won't look angry because like I find when I use a pencil, especially I'm so heavy-handed, I'm so not used to it, and I always mess it up. So I just do this. I just stencil powder and it's bam, is done, and it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, okay. I'll link it down below. This is from here though, Kat. I don't know if you can find it. Look, just DM me later and tell me what you want. I'm gonna just send you a care package because this you won't be able to buy where you are because this is a local brand from Shoppers Drug Mart, and then in Quebec it's Pharmaprix. So, all right, brows done. Only 2 more things left. So just lashes and lipstick, and let the hair down. So lashes, I keep mine in this metal tin just because it's magnetic. So the way I store them is I use something something that the magnets can stick on. So this, and then I shape them back to like a curl so that it follows the curve of your eye. So Deborah, you were asking about the magnets. So I'm going to try to show you. So there's 3 magnets here, 1 on the end, 1 on the middle, and 1 here. And then there was another one because I cut off 1. There was another one here. So this was supposed to be 4 magnets instead of 3. And I cut it off where, so see the 3rd magnet is right here. And I cut it off at where the 3rd ends because If you cut it off closer to the fourth magnet, then this part will be flapping around. So this is what I mean by flapping around. So maybe you can make it work, but I don't know how to make it work because my eye shape, well, my eyes are too short for the fourth one, and I feel like if I cut it off closer to the fourth or even in the middle, it'll just flap around. Like that little bit at the end will just flap around. So that's why I don't know how you would make it work if you cut it off like midway. But like I said, you have to experiment, you have to kind of play with it, and you have to, yeah, it takes a while. Like this, like I said, it's worth it once you figure it out, but there is a huge learning curve. I cut the longer side because the shorter side is already, it's supposed to be for like your inner eye. So your inner eye is never really like the hair here is always shorter, right? So yeah, I cut it off from the long side, from this side. So I'll try to do it here, but I don't know how. But okay, so there's two. So for the lashes, there's two. So this is for one eye. There's two lashes. So one on top, one on the bottom, one on top, and you sandwich your own lashes that way. So what I do is I try to place the top one on top first. Okay, so I place it on, okay, oh my gosh, this is so hard. I try to place it on top roughly where I want it. See? But it's not done yet. Always you have to sandwich it. So I'm gonna try bit by bit. I hold it from the end and I just expose the first couple of magnets, and I'll try to like aim the first magnet to like the first magnet here as close to the inside of my lashes as possible. And I'm trying not to move my eyes. It's so hard. It's so weird. Okay, let me try this. I hope it works because I don't have the biggest mirror here. Oh my gosh, I can't hold it. And once I have the first magnet, then I go the second, and then I hold on to the third, and I kind of try to let it do its thing almost. You kind of have to support it a little bit. But oh my gosh, I did it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. I did it. It's so hard because this setup is like not conducive to like getting ready, but I tried. See? It's on there. So do you see? Ta-da! One eye done. It takes literally, if you get the hang of it, it takes like 10 seconds. Sometimes I still mess up. I have to redo it, but the more you practice, then the faster it'll be. This is way faster than glue, way better than glue, because like glue is so messy, and plus glue irritates your skin because you're sticking it on your skin, right? This is just sandwiching your own lashes. And these are pretty, like you can still pull them off. Like it will come off easily, but it won't come off if there's like wind or anything. It's totally fine. Like the even strong, really strong winds don't budge. And the only time you have to replace these is when the magnets fall off, because obviously the magnets over time, the glue will fall off of the lashes. But do they fall off or rub off easily? No, Claire. So it's stuck on my lashes now. It's basically, as long as these magnets are still strong, because they do lose their magnet power over time, but as long as they're still strong and as long as they're still glued onto the lashes, they're not budge. Once it's on your eyes, they don't budge. So unless the magnets are already deteriorated and or if you got a dud, then, but otherwise, like I said, these pairs I've been using for months. I haven't had to change them. It's so good. I love them so much. I'm gonna try to put the other eye, but put your head a little higher. It's hard because my mirror is on the, how do I do this? Okay, maybe I move the camera slightly for a second. Wait, I have to move the camera. because my mirror is so short and I need the mirror. Otherwise, I can't see it. Okay, hopefully this helps. Just temporarily. Okay, so I'm going to try to put this on top of my eyes first. Right? I kind of want to just position it to where I want it to be. See, it's right there now. And then now I just hold on to like the end. I want the first magnet to stick on the first lash. I mean the first magnet on the lash. So I hold it a little bit and then oh my gosh, it's so hard for you to see. I'm so sorry, but I don't know otherwise how to do it. Okay, this side is not as perfect, but I'll just leave it because it's so hard to do it on here. Kat, you're so funny. You said you should see my face. It's almost touching the computers. Kat, just watch my other video because my other video, I had a better setup to like show you. I think that one is clearer. You can watch it again. Do the other. Do they remove your own eyelashes when you take them off? No, Claire. Actually, I'm going to remove the side for you, okay? Because I want to show you how I remove them. So if you don't want to just grab it like that, which you can, and it might remove a couple lashes, what you just do, just use your nails, right? And then just like peel off the one magnet from the bottom. Peel it off. Just peel it off from either, like just peel off the bottom one and then the top one will just kind of hang out. See? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't do anything. It's like, it doesn't pull your lashes. It doesn't, it's so good. You can keep on reusing them. But like I said, there is a learning curve and that's the bad part because it's kind of hard to master. But once you get it, it's so good. Like, if you have a few more minutes to get ready in the morning, put on these lashes. It makes a whole difference. Like you don't need powder. You don't need anything. You just put lashes on, your eyes completely look more awake. Okay, I'm holding on to the top a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to try to aim the first, because you want to get the first magnet as close as possible. And then the rest will kind of take care of itself. So I'm going to... This is like extremely hard to do on camera. But there is a learning curve. You definitely need to take some time at home just to learn this. But essentially that's it. Like, I think I got it. This side is not as close as this side because this side is always my harder one. But if I had my regular setup, does it? Yeah, this side is a little, like this side is not sticking as close to my lashes as this side, but you get the idea. Like I'm gonna fix it later, but basically you need to practice, and one side will be easier than the other. Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, it took me a few hours just to practice the first time. It took me a couple hours to get even one eye, and then once I figured it, and plus before that, I also did a lot of research. I watched a lot of YouTube. Different people have different techniques. So some people, they cut the bottom lashes into sections, so that's easier. They can just control one lash at a time. You can try that, but I find that for me, I'd rather have the whole lash intact, and then I was able to kind of, you make it work. You find a way that works for you. I'm not saying that my way is what's going to work for you, but this is how I do it. And JJ says, Amy, can you please link the other video on how to do that? Yes, I will. I will link it down below. I will link it right below the lashes that you can shop. Like on the mentioned area, like where I put all the stuff, I'm going to be updating it, all of this, after this live stream is over. And I'm gonna also put the link to the video where I applied it. So the other video, you can see it more clearly. You're welcome, Claire. Junior, Amy, can we talk about handbag care, designer clothes care, jewelry care next week? Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do that. Handbag care, designer clothes care, jewelry care. Yeah, let's do that. Because I always need topics. JJ said, thanks for an idea. Exactly, JJ. Just practice. Just buy a pair. Like I said, you have nothing to lose. Only maybe 20 bucks to lose. If you can't make it work, then you can't make it work. But if you can make it work, it's so worth the time, and it's so oh, hi Isabel, you made it. We were just chatting earlier. Hi Isabel. I'm almost done getting ready, but still here. But Kat says we should post our magnetic lash outlook on Instagram. Yes, please. All of you guys go buy magnetic lashes. And there's so many types now, because before, I think when they first came out, these were the ones that they came out with. So just magnets, but now they have the liner type. So like the liner, like you just put a liner on your like regular liner on your eye, and then you can stick it in. Those ones probably won't work for me, just because I have like my lids fold in on one side. So this side, it folds in more. This side, that I have a bit of a crease, but it's so little that it doesn't even make a difference. Like that's why I could just keep using these. And yes, I love eyelash extensions, except that extensions are, well, so costly. It cost me like, I think 100, because I did it twice. Well, it's one time, but I had to refill the second time. So I did it right before my Hong Kong trip. Right before for my cousin's wedding in Hong Kong. So I never tried it, right? So I went in 2 weeks before, and I got them filled the first time. Not filled. I got them done the first time, and then I think they are supposed to fall off around 2-3 weeks mark, and also depending on how you take care of them, because if you sleep on your face, or if you're like always on your stomach, and if you rub your eyes a lot, or if you wash your face very vigorously, if you rub your eyes a lot, then it will fall off more easily. So it fell off a bit, and then I had to get them filled right before going to Hong Kong. And so I don't know if you remember, Kat, but when I met you, I had lash extensions on, but they were just like, you know, what I had done in Canada. So it was already like 2 weeks of me having them for a while. So a bit of the lashes already fell off. And I love them because you wake up with beautiful lashes. But the problem is that you have to keep refilling them. And every time you fill them up, it's probably more expensive now, but every time you fill them up, it's like another 50 bucks. I think the first time it's like between 75 to 100 bucks. It really depends on the length and the density that you want. And plus, not everyone can have a lot done, because it depends on how many lashes you have, and also it depends on the health of your own lashes. So after the first time, after I did lash extensions the first time, I decided not to go back, because first of all, it's so expensive. You have to go back like if you really want beautiful lashes and maintain them, you have to go at least every 3 weeks. So every 3 weeks, 50 bucks. It's crazy, right? And on top of that, I find that right after I let my lashes fall off, it grew back slowly. Like it grew back kind of more frail and more sparse. Like I had a sparse area, and I completely freaked out because I didn't want that to, like, I don't want to have no lashes eventually, right? So I just decided I'm just gonna try these. I decided I'm gonna try them out. Plus, I don't really need actual, beautiful lashes every day. I only need them on days that I really want to be nice, and just like if I'm going out with friends or date night, like I said. But on a day-to-day basis, I can care less. Honestly, I'll just curl them, and that's it. But yeah, so I totally recommend them, but there is a learning curve. Like I said, it's not easy. Kat says, oh my God, I'm so excited to try magnetic lashes now. So easy. It's better than glue, trust me. The glue, like the girl that I watch from head to toe, she always wear lashes, right? She always wears false lashes with glue, but she eventually even got allergic to the glue, and she's been wearing false lashes her whole life. So that's why, like, the fact that she, like, you know, she's a beauty guru, right? Like the fact that even her, she can get allergy over time with the glue. It's just I just don't want that. And plus the glue is even harder to manage. I find for me, I could never wear glued eyelashes. I don't know why. I always mess it up. It's also probably because of the shape of my eye, because it always keeps tucking in, right? At least on this side, it keeps tucking in the skin. Every day, the shape of my eyes is slightly different because I have monolids. So the glue one doesn't really work for me. I tried it a few times, but they always just end up like this. And also you're supposed to glue them like, you know, like kind of just glue them like that, but I can never get it right. I don't know why. These are so much easier, and I'm not afraid to go close to me because I'm just holding on to magnets. What's the worst that they can do? Fall off and lose them. That's all it can. At least I'm not putting glue in my eyes. At least I'm not gonna, like, you know, put chemicals on my skin. Isabel says, I also use to get eyelash extensions, but thanks to lockdown, I don't have to go back. My lashes were weaker too. I totally need. Yeah, babe, you should try them. I totally think that extensions are a cool invention, and they look beautiful and they look so natural. But the maintenance and the cost, and also it weakens your own lashes. It really does, because you are putting glue on your lashes too. I'm sure some of it seeps into your skin too, I'm sure. And some people, like not this sister-in-law, but my other sister-in-law, she got a huge allergic reaction to the glue that they use. So she's like, no more. I really like these. I got a lot of people hooked on these. Like my mother-in-law was asking about them, my sister-in-law. I don't know if they actually ended up trying them, but I I had to, you know, I had to explain to them that too, that it's like you need to really practice. Literally, like take, I don't know, just practice. Like I just do it at night. I practice for a few hours, and every time I film, I put it on lashes. So every time I film, I also practice. So like now I'm pretty good at it. I mean, I did it in front of this little dinky mirror on my laptop. So, I mean, they're not perfect, but like, you know, you can make, like sometimes when I am rushing and I have to get ready, even in my car, like continue getting ready in my car, I do it in the car. It's really not ideal. It's like the mirror is like all the way up there, and then there's not enough lighting, but sometimes you just make it work. The more you practice anything, the better you get at it, right? So thank you, Kat. I'm telling you, this foundation, I love it. But like I said, it melts. Like if I start crying now, or if I splash water, it will just start dripping. So it's just, like I said, it's just it just gives you that beautiful glow that you love, like this glass skin glow that you love. It really just evens out my skin. And but the fact that I don't powder, maybe that's why it makes me look glowy, because I let my natural oils and my sweat, everything like come out. But if I was, say, in Singapore or in Hawaii, then I'll powder my T-zone at least, because yeah, there's no way this will survive in really humid humid weather without powder. But yeah, that's what I do. Oh my gosh, 7:41. Let's go maybe a few more questions. Junior, I grew my lashes by applying coconut oil. That is a good idea. Also, you can use there's this one oil that you can use. Oh my gosh, it escapes me. What's the name of it? You know, that is that oil that helps with like lash hair and everything grow. Oh my gosh, I forget. What is the name of it? You could just buy it at your health store, and then like just apply it, and then it'll help your brows. Like anywhere that you want hair to grow, you can just apply that. I forget what the name is now. Oh my gosh. Isabel, I am now concerned I may need a whole new makeup collection. No, you don't. please don't go, please don't buy everything I just mentioned. Like try one thing at a time or two things at a time. Because like I said before, when you bombard your skin with something new, like all of a sudden it will freak out. So just try one product. Castor oil, you're right. That's right. That's the one I was looking for. But yeah, it's castor oil. Argan oil, that's not it. But argan oil is great for the skin though. But castor oil is really helpful in the regrowth of hair and even lashes. I think a lot of, you know, the serums for lashes, they have castor oil in it. I don't have to do any of that. Like, I think I have enough hair on my face. Like I have decent brows. It's just like that. Like I said, they just grow a little uneven and just sparse on certain areas, but the shape of them is pretty much the same on both sides. My lashes, they're just, you know, they're just typical Asian lashes that point down, but they are, you know, they're medium thickness and they are long enough for me to curl to see a difference. But yeah, I don't really, like I said, I really don't do much. This is what I do. You guys just saw exactly what I do when I get ready in front for my videos or when I get ready to see my friends. Normally I would do my hair after, but I decided to do my hair before this time because I don't know about handling a whole tool, like a whole like hair tool in front of using this little mirror. That's too hard. So I did my hair beforehand. Castor oil at the cart. It's so inexpensive too. Like you can get a whole bottle for like how much? Like $10? Like a little bottle. It's gonna last you forever. I know, but Isabel, you're gorgeous already. You don't need makeup. You're gorgeous. This is just the way you are. Like literally, you don't need to do anything different. Honestly. Junior says, just be patient. Buy raw castor oil, results in 3 weeks. Yeah, I knew about castor oil. I never tried it because, like I said, I don't really have a big concern with hair growth. Like I said before, like I never, just watch some of my earlier videos from 2015. You're gonna see my face there. That's exactly how I go out. That's how I go to work. That's how I see people. That's how I go shopping. Like I don't put on this face when I go shopping. I only put on this face when I see friends and when we have like, you know, bigger events like parties, like birthday parties, weddings, when I film. Yeah, that's it. I really, oh my gosh, Isabel, you're so right. The haters, they are, I mean, they get to you. I completely agree because I never had any sort of confidence issue with my looks before, even without makeup or with very minimal makeup. But ever since starting a YouTube channel, they will find anything, like they will find anything to criticize you. Like some of the comments, some of the hateful comments that I got are so ridiculous. Some people would say how like I need to do a nose surgery because my nose is too flat. Some people comment, like so many people commented on my brows at the beginning that, like, some were nice, some were just suggesting that I fill them in. That's fine. But there are some people who are like, oh my gosh, just so vicious. And I'm like, I never had any confidence issues with how I look before. And they got to me. I mean, I got a bit like disappointed. Like I got a bit what's the word? I got a bit discouraged almost. Like I'm like, wow, is this for me? Is this YouTube for me? But you know what? I just whatever. I blocked them. I blocked them. At the same time, I started also looking into how to improve my brows, how to improve my skin, how to make it look a little bit more even for videos. And this is what I came out with. This is my routine now, and this is what I do. And I'm comfortable doing this. I don't need plastic surgery. I never want plastic surgery anyway. Nothing against it, but I don't need it myself. So Yeah, you're totally right. But honestly, the followers that follow, like the real followers and the normal people, they will never critique you and they will never say anything about you not looking great, because I think you look great. You're gorgeous. You don't need anything. Kat doesn't need anything. Nobody needs anything. Honestly, nobody looks flawless, not even the most beautiful celebrities. They all need a little bit of makeup to enhance their best features. And you just find your best features to enhance, and that's it. In my case, I just need to even out my skin, reapply some colors, put on some lashes, and ta-da! That's my face. But yeah, Deborah says perfection. Oh, you're so sweet. I try. Nobody's perfect, but you're so sweet. You guys are so sweet. So yeah, Isabel, don't even worry about it because you're gorgeous. And like I said, the outside is the outside. We're given whatever we're given from our parents, but what counts is also the inside, right? Like you have to be beautiful on the inside for people to like you. These people, they're so disgusting on their inside. Who cares? Who cares what they say? It doesn't even matter. Isabel says, totally, me too, about the confidence thing. I never even wear so much makeup normally. So crazy. Exactly. And you don't need it, babe. You seriously don't need it. I love your natural skin tone. Oh my gosh. Siri thought that I talked.
You'll need an Apple Music subscription.
Okay, shh. Siri thought that I talked. Okay, no, it's gonna think that I talked to her again. But yeah, just like I see your skin on your videos. You are so beautifully naturally. You don't need anything. Oh, Duchess of Hospitality. The haters continue to watch. All you ladies, Amy, Kat, Isabel are beautiful. Thank you so much. So I guess next week we can do like one of you suggested, just how to care about bags, how to care about jewelry and clothing, ready to wear. We can do that. Just, I guess that we'll leave it open-ended, or should I make a poll, not a poll, but like, should I post a Instagram stories and ask you guys to give me specific questions so that we don't scramble for questions when we get to the live stream? Let's do that. I'm just gonna post on my Instagram stories for you guys to type it in so you guys can ask all the questions related to caring for designer luxury items, and then we'll go from there. That sounds great. I love it. And by the way, I don't know why my first live stream, the live chat replay, so like the comment replay wasn't there, but my second one is. So I'm hoping that this one will be. Although this one, I had a bit of an issue at the beginning. I don't know if you joined me at the beginning, you would have seen that the chat was not popping up. So I had to close it and reopen a new one, and then this new one worked. So I hope this doesn't happen again. But if ever this happens again, just I'll tell you guys, and then I'll just reopen a new live stream video. But YouTube is funky sometimes. JJ says, we all are beautiful in all shapes and sizes. Just have a beautiful heart and it will shine through. Exactly. Well said. Kat says, show all our jewelry. You know what? Which one do you want to do? Jewelry collection first, or do you want to do handbag, luxury item care? I'm gonna do all of them. It's just the order, whichever you guys want me to do. Do you want me to do the jewelry one next time, or do you want me to talk about designer goods care more? You guys vote. Maybe I'll put a poll on Instagram as well. But it's already 7:52, so almost 2 hours. You guys keep me busy. But I'm so glad that you guys joined. How many of you today? My screen is kind of all over the place. It doesn't matter. 31 of you, but I'm so glad that you guys joined. I hope that you enjoyed this chat, this live chat, and I hope that you enjoy me getting ready on screen. I'm probably gonna go eat now, and then I'll try to film a video so that I don't waste this space. JJ says how to take care of your jewelry. Mine spoils easily. Okay, let's do jewelry then. Why don't we show and tell our jewelry next time? Even though I already have a whole collection video, but let's just do the jewelry. So Deborah, I did not lose connection the first time, but what happened is like when I connected the where you guys type the comments, like the live chat was not popping up. It was just it says error, so that's why I had to close that one and then reopen a new one. So hopefully this doesn't happen again next time. I have no idea why it happened because I did exactly the same thing as what I usually do, except with this webcam, which is brand new. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch up again next time, next Friday, same time, same day, same time. We'll do another live stream on my jewelry collection. So we'll answer questions about jewelry, and then we'll show and tell my jewelry, and then yeah, we'll go from there. We'll link everything down below, but just give me some time. So I'm gonna eat after I end this, and then I'm gonna update the whole section so you guys can come back to this video, and everything that I mentioned, I'm gonna link it down below. I might even put like a star beside the ones that I really like, that I really would repurchase, and then we'll go from there. I think that's it for today. Thank you. It was so much fun. Thank you, Kat. And I hope that you have a safe trip tomorrow. I know you're going back home. Your flight is in the morning, right? So have a safe trip, and please stay. I hope you have a mask to wear that you can while you travel. And I'll try to join your live stream tomorrow. I know that it's late, but I might still be awake. So I'll try to join it, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you again very soon. Next week. Okay? And then, of course, Monday's video. Okay. Bye. Bye, guys. Love you.